Australia, the same land that over 50,000 years ago humans migrated to from Africa. These people still remain, and they possess one of the oldest surviving cultures in the world today. They are Aboriginal Australians. They are believed to have one racial origin, but they have evolved in many ways across Australia's environmental variations. Prior to English settlement, there were 600 spoken languages. Each tribe occupied a particular region for which it had exclusive gathering rights and sacred ceremonial obligations. Each tribe shared a language as well as a common culture, history, set of religious beliefs, and legal principles. This map shows the approximately 500 different tribes and their regions in Australia. Aboriginal Australians mainly lived as hunter-gatherers. They were semi-nomadic, moving as food availability changed with the seasons. Their diets varied in content and nutrients. Their diet staples that were eaten often are yams, brush tomatoes, figs, and wild orange truffles. In tropical, savanna, coastal, and desert areas, diets were meat-oriented. Also, eggs, frogs, honey, ant, and grubs were eaten. Here they are fishing for water lilies. Their economy was based on relentless daily activities of hunting, fishing, and seed gathering. Aboriginal culture has a strong connection to land. It is the core of all spirituality and provides all resources necessary for life. Traditional Aboriginal religion is Dreamtime. At the start of time, ancestral beings rose from the earth, taking form of all land, animals, and humans. They regard nature itself as holy. An individual's entire ancestry exists as one, and knowledge is accumulated through one's ancestors. For Aboriginals, history is a concept that moves across past, present, and future. Much of this eternal quality comes from Aboriginal cosmology, which is centered on the dreaming. Dreamtime storytelling educates children on secrets about the land, culture, and history during initiation. Due to acculturation, Aboriginal Australians today have begun to practice Christianity. The rite of passage for Aboriginal boys takes place between the ages of 10 and 13, depending on their language group. This is when boys pass from childhood to adulthood. They are taken from their mothers and painted with red ochre, and wear a belt made of human hair. Circumcision is the single most important event, but it is also when the doors to Dreamtime are opened to them. They learn traditional songs and dances associated with the dreamings belonging to their subsection, and often are given a permanent symbol on their bodies to show they have been initiated into adult life. Initiation may take place over many weeks. On the last day, they are painted with white ochre and have to present what they've learned to their mothers. Art and music is an integral part of society, culture, and ceremonial observances. This is a didgeridoo. It is an authentic Aboriginal Australian instrument. Aboriginal Australians traditionally prefer physical games based on the use of weapons. An alternate football-type game called Marngrook is played with a ball made from a possum or kangaroo hide. In addition to balls, Aboriginal Australians learned how to make a variety of different weapons. Coastal tribes used fish bones to tip weapons, whereas desert tribes used stone tips. They all had knives, scrapers, axe heads, and spears. Aboriginal Australians were also the first to introduce ground edges on cutting tools. Here, a man collects and melts spinifex resin. It is easily molded when hot and concrete hard when cooled. He uses it to attach a flint shard to a stick to create a dagger. Aboriginal Australians created an informal governing structure based on decisions of separate councils of male and female elders who knew the sacred laws. Extended family relationships are the core of Indigenous kinship systems that are central to the way culture is passed on and society is organized. Under this system, there are multiple mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters who aren't related by blood, region, or language group. European colonization began in 1788 and brought with it European epidemic diseases, along with exploitation and racism that still exist today. The vast majority of languages and tribes were lost throughout destruction. Those 600 languages are down to only 20 today that aren't endangered. Settlers viewed them as primitive and subhuman, and therefore massacres were not uncommon. There was no willingness whatsoever to negotiate or develop a partnership. Today, Aboriginal Australians live on reserves where the government can impose unfair laws on them. The Northern Territories receive such little support that this is a community. This is the kitchen. There is no running water or electricity.
My people have been walking around in this great country, what you call Australia, before the laws that come from England. I'm not England. I'll never be England, because I'm original, Aboriginal. They sing this song that every time they sing, I say, waltzing Matilda, waltzing. I'm not waltzing Matilda. I am my songs are different than England. That's why I can never be England.